For the life of me, I don't know why I haven't reviewed this cigar yet. I've been I've been wanting to review it. I keep thinking about reviewing it, and I was sitting here in the studio after I got off of work. I came out here, thought I'd knock a review out, smoke a cigar, and hang out a little bit. And I was like, have I done that yet? And I would look through, and I said, no, I hadn't. And this is the Blue Eyed Jack's Revenge. This is part 2 of Barbaroja's Invasion, right? The Barbaroja's Invasion of Adventura, right? You can't spell Adventura without adventure. But anyway, and by the way, this is my pirate hat because this is Buccaneers. No, it's Bucky's, but that's okay. But the box for Barbaroja's Invasion is it talks. You push a button and it talks. It tells a story. Well, the Blue Eyed Jack's Revenge, it actually talks back to the other box. I didn't get a chance to really sit down and see it at PCA because it was very busy. It was very loud, and so I didn't get a chance to do that. But I hope one day I will be able to sit down and geek out with that stuff because I love that stuff. And I got to tell you, Barbaroja's Invasion is a banger. And I got to smoke one of these already. I don't know why I didn't review it. I guess because I was just being greedy and selfish. But it's something right there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it is a Colorado color Mexican San Andreas. Is that right? Let me see. Yeah. All right. So you got that Mexican San Andreas and nice ruddy brown. Then you've got Dominican Republic binder and Dominican Republic filler, and the tobacco all has at least 5 years of age before it's rolled up, and then at least 6 months as it's rolled as a cigar to age. Let all the flavors come together. Come on, Bob. Heat it up. Let's get it going. I really like the fillers at Adventura. They're just fun. If you haven't seen our PCA coverage that Chief did this year and last year, go back and watch those videos because it's very interesting. It's very fun. It's very lighthearted. It's very just somebody you want to hang out with. And the fact that they make great cigars just makes it that much better. And cigar will stop in your tracks if it tastes that good. And I really lost my train of thought. Well, he's got me cranking on my heels right now. Oh, and I'm digging the pirate thing. I really am. I like that. I like that whole swashbuckler adventure pirate thing. It really lends to me. And that some of the bands are metal, and then some of the bands are the paper. You know, I love the metal bands. They're freaking amazing. First time I got one, I got it in a sampler pack, and I pulled the band after I was done smoking. I'm like, what the heck? And boy, I tell you what, I was hooked just for the gitch of the band. But the fact that the blend makes you come back is just. So, Mexican San Andreas. Mexican San Andreas is an interesting beast. It is one of the varieties of tobacco that is what we call toothy, which means the oil builds up in little pockets. I'm not going to call them zits. I wouldn't do that. But they build up in little pockets, and then they're flavor blastules, right? And so when you set them on fire and you're smoking the cigar, those burst, little pop rocks of deliciousness, right? Little pomegranate seeds of satiation. I'm picking up lots of words today. But some will have a lot, some will have a little. This one has very little. And here's the thing. You'll hear people talk about grades of Mexican San Andreas. Grade 1, 2, 3, grade ABC, orange, pineapple, kumquat. They have a rating system, and that does not mean that A or 1 is the best and C is subpar and F is cattle feed. It's not what it is. Different primings, different seasons, different growing environments and the plant cause some to have more toothiness than others. That's not a bad thing, because if you've got a blend and you've got everything, your filler and your wrapper and your binder, they're all just heavy hitters. You want to make sure that your Mexican San Andreas is strong. It's full in flavor, a little peppery, a little aggression, so that it will keep up with everything else. But if you want a blend that has a little, okay, all right, I see what you're doing there, but you don't want it to be, hey, look at me, look at me. You want to go down to a lower toothy content. Amazing, amazing, amazing plant tobacco. So many different flavors from just a plant. I've never eaten corn and said, corn tastes like cinnamon and like cedar and like turned earth. Well, if I dropped it in the ground. But tobacco has that ability to do that. And then within the varieties, you have different flavors. And then in your pilon process and how you harvest it, it changes so many things. It's such a diverse palette for the tobacco blenders, the master blenders, to create things. And I got to tell you, this thing right here had a hand of Leonardo da Vinci, Salvador Dali. I don't know names of many other artists, but what I'm saying is there was an artistry to this. It has there's aggression, but it's not the forefront. It's like in the back. It's like you're on a ship. The ocean is up front. You hear the ocean. The rocking sounds of the wood creaking and cracking on those big, long mast ships. That's in the forefront. You get into some weather, the lightning and the thunder and the wind. That's in the forefront. Those flavors run up front. But then there's a little flavor, a little sound in the background while you're on that ship, and that's while you're out in the ocean. Them little seabirds. Just every once in a while, you just hear blah, 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 blah. And they don't take the front, they don't take the lead, but they have this it completes a package. And so the spiciness on this, the pepperiness on this, Minerality Turned Earth is really pulled back. And I'm glad. There's a substantiability, there's a meatiness, a beefiness to it. There's a quality of meatiness. A little bit of grassy. Yeah, a little bit of grassy. Hey, no, not hay. A little bit of oaky woodsiness. And then there's something more. It's almost experiential. The flavors really excite my tongue, but also it's got me slobbering a lot of salivation. to allow the flavors to be introduced to my palate in an ocean of deliciousness. So, I'm going to say it's good enough to capture the high seas. I like it. If you've had one, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. If you've had Adventura, tell me what your favorite is. If you haven't, boy howdy, go get you some. You're going to like it. And metal bands are banging too. So, all right, I'm going to go. I'm going to edit this thing and go in the house and go to bed. Guess what? I love you. I really do. Talk to you later. Later, Tater.